I'm very sorry, Mr. Hastings, but in the opinion of the board, you failed to fulfill your contract. We feel that we're justified in contacting with Mr. Lawton.
I understand your situation, Mr. Bryant, but I'm sure that if you give me a little time, the quality of Rangle River stock will be up to its old standard.
But we've been very lenient with you in the matter of time. Hello? Yes? Mr. Hastings? Yes, he's right here. I'll ask him to speak with you. Long distance call for you, Mr. Hastings.
Hello. Oh, yes, Marion. I took last night's train for Brisbane and arrived this morning. What's that? Drake shot? That's terrible. Oh, it's all right. Thank heaven for that. Yes, I'll come home at once.
Hello, George. Well, Dick's all right, thank goodness. You know, George, I think Miss Hastings is rather keen about old Dick. What do you think? Oh, I see. You refuse to discuss the matter, do you? I suppose by rights I should be packing up. But, you know, I'd give anything to just have one little look at old Lawton's land. If only I had somewhere... wings. Oh, that's all right, man. I think that's my long-distance call. Thanks so much. Hello. 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 Is that Jack Spinks of Aircraft Limited? This is Flight Lieutenant Bannister here, RAF, Singapore base. Hello. I want to ask you a favor. I said, do you mind being quiet, please, officer? No, not you, man. No, I was speaking to some friends here. I wonder if you can send a plane up here. A plane to Coombs. Coombs, that's right, yeah. No, not Tombs. No, Coombs. No, this is a village, not a cemetery. Would that be all right? Look, would this... No. I want to take over when it arrives. It will? Oh, splendid. Well, thank you very much. Well, I want to have it up here tomorrow. Yes? Oh, that's fine. That's very, very good of you. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, you little pet. What? Oh, no, man. I was just chatting away. Yes, quite all right. Yes. Well, cheerio. Cheerio. Thank you very much.
What is it?
The best nurses never tell.
Oh, then I guess I'll look.
Don't you dare get out of this bed. You're far too ill.
That's absurd. There's nothing the matter with me. A bullet barely scratched my thick skull.
Mr. Fighting Man, you're under my orders.
But Miss Hastings, if I have...
And you'll take 'em and like 'em, as you once said to me. Thank you, Minna. And now, Mr. Richard Drake, Aunt Abby will be in a moment to look after you while I have my dinner. I'm starving myself.
But, Miss Hastings...
My friends call me Marion.
I appreciate that. By the way, I wasn't christened Mr. Drake.
And I appreciate that.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Abbott.
Hello, how's the patient? Look after him, will you, Abby? I'll be back in a minute. And don't let him move.
Mrs. Abbott, would you think I had very bad manners if I asked you to get me my trousers?
No.
Then, will you get me my trousers?
No.
Oh, then I'm coming out of bed.
Don't you dare. Marion will be terribly upset if you do that. She's very anxious about you.
She is?
Yes.
Very anxious?
Very.
Oh. Well, in that case...
Good evening.
This is a pleasant surprise.
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt your dinner. As a matter of fact, I came to inquire about your man, Drake.
Oh, he's quite well. Nothing dangerous. Won't you join me? You're very welcome.
It's awfully nice of you. I'm literally starving.
Minna? Mr. Lawton is having dinner with me. Yes, miss.
Miss Hastings, there's something that's been bothering me a great deal. Now, somebody seems to have started a silly rumor to the effect that my man Black had something to do with what happened to your overseer. Now, please believe me that any such rumor is ridiculous. Why, I wouldn't have a man in my employ if he was a killer. I'm positive that Black's nothing of the sort, and I'm certain that he had nothing whatever to do with it.
I hope you don't mind having your coffee in here, Mr. Lawton.
Not in the least, as long as you're here with the coffee, Marion. You know, this is the first time I've ever really had an opportunity of being alone with you.
Aren't you being just a little...
No, I don't really believe I am. Do you think so?
Well...
You know, funny thing, the first time I met you, remember that day you arrived? Well, I was terribly pleased.
Really?
You look so cute and smart and attractive and, well, shall we say, sophisticated. You know, we don't get very much of your type of girl in this part of the world now, do we?
Well, I suggest that you, travel, Mr. Lawton.
You know, that's another funny thing, talking about traveling. I was about to suggest that we might take a trip together.
What?
Over to my place. You know, I think you'd like it. It's very up-to-date and modern. All the sort of thing that you're accustomed to.
I'm afraid I couldn't. I have far too much to do around here. Besides, Mr. Drake's ill, and I must look after him.
Oh, I wouldn't bother too much about Drake, Marion. Now, on the other hand, I'm more the sort of fellow that really needs looking after.
If you don't mind...
Oh, but I do mind terribly.
Will you please leave me alone?
Do you really mean that?
I certainly do.
Well, that's the way you feel about it. Looks as though I made a fool of myself.
Absolutely. Oh, Minna, I think I'll have coffee in here. Hello, everybody.
Will you excuse me?
Yes, rather, Miss Hastings. You toddle along. Mr. Lawton and I will have a little chat.
I'm terribly sorry, Manister, but I don't believe that I want to have a little chat.
You're very rude, Mr. Lawton. After all, Mr. Manister is my guest.
I know all about that, but that's no reason why I should stay here and talk to the idiot. If you'll excuse me, I'll go.
Going?
Yes.
Home?
Yes.
Would you mind taking something with you?
What?
This.
Well hit, sir. Caught on the boundary.
I'm a little impatient. I guess it's my nerves.
I think somebody had better help Mr. Lawton to his car, if you haven't broken his neck, Dick.
I'll send to his car, Miss Hastings, and I shouldn't worry about his neck. There's a bloke in a mask who'll look after that for him later on. Come on, old boy. Come on.
Thank you. He deserved it.
I'm afraid I spoiled Reggie's fun. I just beat him to it.
Mr. Drake, what are you doing out of bed?
I'm sorry. I was walking in my sleep.
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Come on, boy. That's the boy.
What happened?
Oh, you just took a little nap, that's all. Oh, by the way, any time you feel like asleep, just pop round. We're always in, you know. Good night.
You know, it's fearfully stupid of me to be just sitting here, doing nothing.
Really? I know some men who would consider spending a sunny morning with me a little bit more than doing nothing.
Come off it now. I didn't mean that.
Well, just what did you mean? You're always so vague.
Am I? I mean, do you think so?
I certainly do.
Well, I might surprise you someday and be very direct.
I wish you would, Dick.
What did you say?
I said, I wish you would, Dick.
Wish I would what?
Oh, stop this. Come on, be direct.
What?
Well, ask me something.
Ask you what?
Anything.
All right, I will. Could you, that is, would you?
Yes?
Well, do you think that you could,
Well.
make me some tea?
Oh.
Reggie, what on earth? What are you? But where did you... How did you get...
What is this all about?
Listen, old man, I just spotted some marvelous scenery over the mountains, and I came back to pick you up.
Pick me up?
Yes.
Not in your life. I don't ride this sort of horse.
My dear chap, I spotted tons and tons of water.
Water?
Yes, that's absolutely ideal for your cattle.
Then I'll risk it and come with you.
I knew you would as soon as I mentioned cattle. Here you are. Put these on.
A plane, look! He's circling the dam.
Yes, right over. Someone's snooping. Looks like hell's going to pop right now. You stay here. I'll ride over and tell off.
Right.
Hey, boss! Look! Here, quickly. A plane has just flown right over the dam.
What?
They spotted it, I tell you. That plane hopped right over the dam itself. I not only saw the dam, but they must have seen where we turned the water back on this property of yours. You'd better think fast.
There's only one thing to do, Black, and I'm relying on you to do it. Blow up the face of that dam.
Why, you're crazy. You know what'll happen if all that water's turned loose?
I know what'll happen if we leave that dam as it is. I daren't let that crowd know that I had anything to do with the drying up of Rangle River.
Maybe you're right.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait a minute. I've got a lot of questions I want to ask you two. Where have you been? Where did you get the plane? And where are you going?
Reggie got the plane to show me a place in the hills where we could water the cattle. We're riding up there at once.
May I come too?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Miss Hastings. You see, we're in a fearful hurry.
Well, if I can't come, there's something wrong. What is it?
We'll explain when we get back. Come on, Reggie.
I'm coming too.
You're doing nothing of the sort. It's a long and difficult ride and no place for a girl. You stay here and wait for us.
But
I'm sorry, Marion. Come on, Reggie.
Look who's coming. Hello, Drake. How do you feel? How's your head?
I'm all right. Reggie and I are riding up in the hills. When we come back, we'll have a surprise for you.
What have you got on your mind?
You'll find out soon enough.
I got spots before the eyes. Look who's coming.
Well, here I am.
So I see. But this is as far as you go. Watch her, barbed wire. If she tries to follow us again, I'll break your neck. Come on, Reggie.
Howling for water, eh? They'll soon get a bellyful out of this. I'll bet they won't like.
Yeah, we'll give them something to really howl about. in, but be careful how you shovel around that charge.
Don't worry.
Snooping over this dam in a plane. Well, none of that Rangle River crowd better be snooping up the riverbed when we touch this off.
I say, Dick, Black might try and break away to the north. Hadn't we better separate?
That's a good idea, Reggie. You ride straight up the riverbed to the dam. I'll bear to the left up there and go over those hills.
Right.
Meet you at the dam?
Okay, take care of it, Doc.
Right.
Here's where they get all the water they want. A couple of minutes and hell itself will roll down the valley. Out of here, quick!
Where's Marion?
I'm just going after her. She swiped the horse and got away.
Which way she go?
Straight up the riverbed.
I'll go and get her. Get the cattle out of here. Come on. Marion! 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 Marion!
What's happened?
She was caught with the water. Help me, Barbara. I've got to get her to the homestead as soon as possible.
Where's Minister?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was riding up the riverbed. The flood must have got him. He didn't have a chance. Come on, Barbara.